Hello everyone, this is Anagha, a digital marketing consultant. Today I'm excited to share with you how NGOs can create a content bucket to attract the right volunteers. So this content bucket would specifically be for the volunteers attraction when you would want to enroll the volunteers. How you can catch their eyes would depend on the content bucket you would be creating. As someone who has worked with several NGOs, I've seen firsthand the power of content marketing in volunteer requirement. It really works amazing if you have a right content bucket and rightly created content to attract volunteers. So let's get started. First of all, you'll have to define your right and correct requirement. Before you even create a single post or a reel, pause and ask yourself, what kind of volunteers do you actually need? What skills do they need to have? What task will they be performing? Are you looking for college student who can help with field work? Or you are looking for writers who can manage your blog content or any sort of writing work? Or maybe some creative folks who can design any print material or social media posts for you. Once you know who you're looking for and what they would be doing, your content can speak directly to them. And that's when the magic happens. Now that you know who you are targeting, it's time to plan how will you talk to them. Now think about, first is what platform they hang out on. Either it's in Instagram or LinkedIn or Facebook or Snapchat or Pinterest. Exactly where. Then second is what kind of content they love. Do they love videos or stories only, or they enjoy reels, or they are okay with carousels? What? And then third thing is what kind of a tone suits your NGO. Whether it's you are comfortable with warm type of a content, warm conversation, or friendly one, or just a normal conversation. So you have to decide on that also. But I'll suggest keep it simple but stay consistent in terms of posting the content when you are looking for the volunteers. And if it is specific kind of volunteers, create specific posts also for them, because it will go on specific platforms, as we've already discussed in our last video. Now let's talk about creating a content bucket. Here I'm sharing you some ideas to help you get started. First is volunteer spotlight. So what exactly it is? You can share stories of existing volunteers and their experiences. Okay. Then second is volunteer opportunities. So post the specific volunteer requirements, like what sort of a role you are looking for, what kind of your requirements, and what sort of skills or qualification you want them to have, all sorts of details about your requirements from a specific volunteer. Third type of a creative is behind the scenes, like how the volunteers are working with your NGOs already, the volunteers who are working with volunteers, or maybe your team members who are already working. So give the glimpse of that to your audience. That's how they'll be able to understand the kind of work that you are doing and the way that you are doing. And that way that will help them understand and give them clarity whether they would be able to fit into that specific requirement of yours or not. Then fourth type of content can be testimonials. So share the testimonials from your already working volunteers or team members, like how they are finding to work on those particular tasks, how they are finding it working with you, or what kind of a satisfaction they get when they are performing certain tasks, or helping your beneficiaries, etc. things. Yeah. Then fifth type of content can be event coverage. any sort of event that you're doing, any project or any small help activity, whatever you're doing. So share those pictures or the details of those events also. That would give the future volunteer, clarity about the type of events that you carry, or the type of extra like added work that you do, and they'll be able to understand your overall work pattern, or the work environment, work schedule also. And also share those moments wherein you celebrate. Yeah, I mean, within the NGO, if you are there must be some celebrations happening, there must be some documenting things are happening, or within the organization, within the office, when there is an administrative work also, if there is something or some kind of onboarding is happening, or any of your beneficiaries achieving something, so celebrate whichever celebrations you are doing. So document those celebrations into the social media posts also. That would also help them understand the insights of your organization. Let me tell you one thing very, very clearly. People don't connect with job descriptions. When it comes to NGOs, they would definitely connect with the stories, because every NGO has its own story. Also, the stories of the beneficiaries who are attached with them. Also, the stories of team members who are associated with them. Also, the stories of volunteers who are contributing with them. Yeah, so there are many stories, and those are very, very emotional stories also, which are associated with you people. So please, I mean, bring those stories up. That's where the human to human connection happens, the heart to heart connection happens. And that's why storytelling is a powerful way to engage your audience, and hence volunteers also. Share personal stories, highlight the impact of volunteers, and use visuals to make your content more engaging. This will help your potential volunteers connect with your cause and feel inspired to get involved. For instance, instead of saying we need volunteers for tree plantation, you may share existing volunteers a very small story, like meet Aditi. She planted 10 saplings in our last tree plantation drive. She had also brought her kids along, and they also loved it a lot. Like that. These are just simple lines, very, very simple story, but has a very high emotional connect, wherein a person would also get excited, enthusiastic about creating the cause. This is the kind of emotional connect that drives role engagement. So don't forget to leverage social media to reach a wider audience. Share your content, use relevant hashtags, and engage with potential volunteers. Choose the platforms where your ideal volunteers spend most of their time. For example, Instagram for youth, LinkedIn for professionals and skilled volunteers, Facebook for community outreach, and Quora and Pinterest for creative users. But one major thing, you should be posting it with very, very consistency, because social media demands consistency, and consistency. And most importantly, engaging them through the comments, and the direct messages. This will help you build a community around your cause and attract the right volunteers. Finally, make it easy for interested volunteers to apply. Include very, very clear call to action, like fill up the volunteer application, and then don't forget to provide a link to the application form, and ensure the process should be user friendly. You want to make it as easy as possible for potential volunteers to take the next step. Keep your application form engaging and also mobile friendly. This is really very much important, because mostly people would use mobile phones these days for any sort of activity, internet or digital activity. And Also, a call to action like DM us to tell how enthusiastic you are to work with us, etc., will help them engage with you on role time, because there would be a role conversation happening between you and the potential person. So to sum it up, if you define your volunteer needs, create the right kind of content and share it on the right places, you will stop searching for volunteer and start attracting them. If this helped you, don't forget to drop a comment or share it with someone from an NGO team. And of course, follow for more tips on how to grow your NGO's digital presence. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.